Hey guys, in this video, we'll look at what the Halloween-based Enigmatic pumpkin box is and see how many pearls they are worth. The Enigmatic pumpkin box is a relatively basic RNG box themed around Halloween. Even though it is themed around Halloween, it really only contains crons and crons equivalents, artisans' memories/memory fragments, stacks, and origins of dark hungers. The only vaguely Halloween-themed item is the Gloam Walker outfit box, but this outfit is already purchasable by itself on the Pearl store, so most people will likely just cron any duplicates. With no event or limited themed items, the Enigmatic pumpkin box just becomes a very basic RNG box, where we only have to look at the average amount of pearls you get per box to see if it's worth getting or not. With that being said, how do we get the real value of the Enigmatic pumpkin box, also known as the average amount of pearls you get when you open this box? To find that number, we simply need to get the rate of obtaining each item in this RNG box, and the value of those items. We multiply those numbers together to get the contribution each chance of getting an item gives to the overall value of this RNG box. For example, if we have a 10% chance of getting a 100 pearl value item, that chance would add 10 pearls to the total value of this box. So, moving on to the first piece of the puzzle, we just need the rate of obtaining each item in this box. Luckily for us, PA has released the official rates on the Black Desert Online website, so we don't need to find them ourselves. Since these rates are supplied by PA, we can also be pretty confident that they are correct. As we can see, this is a pretty basic RNG box with the highest chances being on the lower value items. Do keep in mind that unlike some of the newer RNG boxes, there are no guaranteed items in this RNG box. So, now that we have the rate or chances of getting each item in this RNG box, we can move on to the second part, which is finding the value of each item in an Enigmatic pumpkin box. Most of these items are pretty simple to value as they can just be bought on the Pearl store. The Premium Outfit Box is worth 3,400 pearls and the Gloam Walker Outfit Box is worth 2,200 pearls. Because crons can be gotten by melting Premium Outfit Boxes, each cron is worth 3.424 pearls each. On top of the crons and cron equivalents, memory fragments are worth 5 pearls each since they are worth 1/4 of an artisan's memory, and artisan's memories are worth 20 pearls each. Do keep in mind that this is the pearl value of each item and not silver value. The more complicated items to value are going to be the advice of Valk stacks and the origins of dark hungers. These values may differ from person to person depending on how much you value stacks, but I just put a pretty conservative estimate for stacks to not overvalue the boxes for people who may not use stacks as efficiently. Basically, for 100 stacks, I value them at 1,100 pearls, 110 stacks at 1,650 pearls, and 120 stacks at 2,200 pearls. Every 20 additional stacks, the value of the pearls double, so 140 stacks would be worth 4,400 pearls. Again, everyone values stacks differently, this is just a very general valuation for the lower stacks. For Origins of Dark Hungers, we value them at 566 pearls each. Moving on from stacks, the most complex item to value is the 8% chance of getting the Golden Pumpkin box. What this box gives is a Riddle-Me-This pumpkin box and a Golden Pumpkin key. The Riddle-Me-This box we valued the same way that we are valuing this box, and on average it gives 3,355 pearls every time you open that box. The lowest value item you can obtain is 700 cronstones, which is still worth 2,397 pearls. So in the end, the first half of the Golden Pumpkin box gives 3,355 pearls on average. The second half is the Golden Key, which can be traded in 2 for a 110 stack and 3 for another Riddle-Me-This pumpkin box. The downside is that you will need to roll at least 2 keys to get the Advice of Valks and 3 keys for the Riddle-Me-This pumpkin box, so if you don't get to those breakpoints, you won't be able to trade them in. If you value the keys based on the Riddle-Me-This trade-in, each key is worth about 1,118 pearls, and if you value them based on the Advice of Valks trade-in, Each key is going to be worth 825 pearls each. This can change depending on how much you value stacks. If we use the 3-key trade-in pearl value of 1,118 pearls each and add it to the 3,355 pearl value of the Riddle-Me-This box itself that we got in the first half, in total, this golden pumpkin box will be worth 4,473 pearls. Again, if you don't reach the breakpoint of trading in 3 for another Riddle-Me-This box, the golden pumpkin box may be worth less to you since you'll only be getting value from the first Riddle-Me-This box that you get from opening the box, and not the ones you get from trading in the keys. So now that we have the rate and value of each item, we simply need to multiply the rate by the value of each item to get the contribution each chance of getting an item gives to the overall value of this RNG box. When we sum up all the contributions, the value we get is the average amount of pearls you get from opening this pouch, also known as the real value of this RNG box. When we sum up all these values, we can see that on average when you open this box, you get an average of 1,526.32 pearls if you count the chance of getting every single item. Of course, since this is an RNG box, you will always get either more or less than the calculated average. Because the base cost of the Enigmatic pumpkin box is 500 pearls, if you get the average amount of 1,526.32 pearls, it would be like buying those items at a discount of 67% off. This is of course pretty good, but of course the items you're getting are going to be pretty random. For an RNG box, a 67% discount equivalence is pretty good, as most RNG boxes are going to be around a 45% discount equivalence. That being said, PA has recently released some pretty insane boxes, like the Shining Pouch of Enhancement, so it is still going to be worse than that RNG pouch. That being said though, the items in this box are guaranteed to be either crons, stacks, or artisans, which are all pretty high value items. If you value these items and have extra pearls and want these items, then this RNG box could be worth picking up. The second thing to consider is the minimum value you get when you open this box. Because what we talked about earlier was just the average pearl value you can get, and this is an RNG box, you can always get lower value items and less pearls than the calculated average. The cool thing about this box is that even though there is no guaranteed minimum item, the lowest value items are gonna be still worth more than the base cost of this box. The only way you can get less than the 500 pearls spent is if you get the rare Cronstone bundle and open the lowest amount of crons, which would be a 15% chance after rolling the 14% chance of getting the rare Cronstone bundle. In that case, you would only be getting 100 crons, which is worth 342 pearls. Other than that though, if you get the average amount of pearls from the cron bundle, it will be 661 pearls, which is way more than 500 pearls. This bundle is definitely more risky than some of the newer insane bundles, but much better than most of the older bundles which have a greater chance of losing even your initial pearls. Moving on though, sometimes in the Pearl store, they have an additional discount which reduces the base cost of the box themselves. This of course will change the base box cost along with the discount equivalence as you are getting the Enigmatic pumpkin boxes cheaper than the 500 base pearls. If for example you get them at 10% off, which the shop is currently selling them if you buy 10 at a time, the box cost would be 450 pearls base and you would have a discount equivalence of 71%. If you get them at 50% off, which you can only buy once currently in the Pearl store, the box cost would be 250 pearls and the discount equivalent would be 84%. Obviously, if you're able to, just buying one box at 50% off would definitely be more worth it for most people. Though of course for lower spenders, there's nothing exclusive about this box, so it isn't really a required buy. Just do keep in mind that if there are future discounts like 10% or 20% off in the future, the box value will definitely be better and the discount equivalence will be higher. In the end, I would say that if you have a lot of extra pearls and you are really pushing enhancing, this box can be pretty okay, but it's honestly nothing that crazy. There are no limited Halloween items exclusive to this bundle, so if you just want to celebrate Halloween, this bundle really does nothing for you. it is just a pretty nice value RNG box. With that being said, Black Friday is coming up and BDO is trying to push for bigger value events and deals to try to contest some other MMOs coming out. So if you have more patience or not a lot of extra pearls, waiting a bit for better bundles is a completely legitimate strategy, and I would honestly recommend most people do that. If you are a very consistent spender, this box isn't the worst and can be an okay thing to get. With that being said, that's basically it for this video. We went over the average value of the Enigmatic Pumpkin box, along with the specific items you can get from this box. We also went over my recommendation on if you should buy this box or not. For the rest of this video, I will talk about some of the future things for this channel due to recent events. I am thinking of doing different things on BDO, like streaming some content and making some different types of videos that may be more approachable to people that aren't really gonna be spending a lot of pearls, or don't really want to learn different things like life skilling or other stuff. Along with that, I'm also thinking of making some videos on other games, as sometimes there are long content droughts in BDO and not much to make videos about. With that being said, I will try to be more active and have more holistic videos that most people can enjoy whether or not you play BDO. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this video and I do hope to see you all next time.